Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. The channel is the no matrix, no simping, all subject channel. So I want to talk about the game last night. I want to talk about Jimmy Butler and the conspiracy that that's Michael Jordan's son. Now, looking at these last two games, I already had my suspicions after I watched several videos about this, and I looked at comparisons to Jordan's childhood pictures, Jimmy Butler's childhood pictures. Then as Jordan began to age and become a man and stuff, and as Jimmy Butler became a man, they like twins, man. If you can't see this, you can't see it. But it came out on the basketball court in the last 3 games. Like, I remember watching Jordan as a younger man and as a kid just literally dismantle defenses the same way. Like, they'll be down by 10 with 5 minutes left to go in the game and they'll win the game. And I even seen games where he was down by 20 and they would come back and win the game. So I always appreciated Jordan's talent, but I wanted him to lose because I always was the type to root for underdogs. But the thing about it is he always won. Now, of course, Jimmy Butler probably gonna get slowed down in the next series because a lot of this come down to coaching and the referees. Last night, that flop on that 3-point shot, and then the dude turned around and made all 3 free throws. And the no call on Giannis. Listen, man, Giannis is a superstar, man. How do you have a no call on a superstar? And it seemed like the last time we lost to the Heat in the bubble, it was the same scenario. Only it was Jimmy Butler in the corner. Giannis came out to defend, and they called the foul. Why can't Giannis get the same call? I mean, it's no excuses because why would you trade for Jay Crowder and Dragic if you're not going to play him? Like, Jay Crowder, how do you not play Jay Crowder? I don't get it. Like, he didn't play him at all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm among the people, I think it's just time for them to see what they can find in coaching. Maybe Toronto's old coach, Nick Nurse. Maybe if one of these coaches get let go unjustly, like my son said, Tyrone Lue. I think Tyrone Lue would have had Beauchamp in the game. He would have had Crowder in the game. He would have had Portis in the game. See, a lot of this came down to coaching. I don't know if Hauser, whatever, has his picks, his favorites. But there's no way on any team in the league that Grayson Allen gets more minutes than Jay Crowder and Bobby Portis. You could try this scenario on every team in the league, and I guarantee you it won't happen. So a lot of things came down to coaching, but a lot of things came down to Jimmy Butler. That's Jordan's son, y'all, man. I'm just going, until I see a DNA test, maybe they should go on Maury. I'm going to believe that just by looking at him even. Like, no disrespect to Jordan's other kids, but they don't have his size. They don't have his build. They didn't have his basketball skills like that. But Jimmy Butler sure do. It's weird because it's the same thing. I started researching Colin Kaepernick. And it was the same thing with Kaepernick. Like James Lofton. Those of you who are younger, you might not know who that is. He used to be a wide receiver for the Packers. He played for the Bills, and I think he might have played for the Raiders. But he was a really good wide receiver in the NFL in the early, the 80s and the early 90s. And when you look at Kaepernick looks more like him than his other kids do. That's what happens. Like when you start having 4 and 5 kids, it's always gonna be that one that look just like you, or even 2. And so it's a couple. I don't get why these guys do that. Like when I see it, I be thinking like, why do they do that, man? You're that worried about losing a woman that you laid down and made them. You that worried about losing a woman where you would just let your seed go unprotected, unprovided for. Like I can find out I had a kid tomorrow. And if that kid wasn't holding a grudge, I would deal with it. So, but sometimes they hold grudges because you never know what happens between the mother and the father either sometimes. But if y'all not convinced, those of y'all that know about the conspiracy, that Michael Jordan is Jimmy Butler's father, and that when Jimmy Butler's mother had him, it is said that somebody delivered 23 red roses. Now that ain't no coincidence. Who number 23, y'all? Matter of fact, I can't even think of no other significant number 23 in NBA history. Like, I'm trying to think. Other than LeBron, I think LeBron used to wear 23. But other than him, and LeBron was too young to do that. I can't think of no other 23 that was a superstar. And his mother, like they said basically that somebody got like some of the information out of her in terms of that. Like I believe his mother was like trying to have a relationship with him. And she was kind of heartbroken. You know, sometimes when women heartbroken, they don't always think right or do the right thing in regards to these things. And it's weird because you see his mother, there's a slight resemblance to his first wife. Like she's light-skinned. Jordan like them glowworm too. Light bright. I don't know about now as he got older, you know, touching all on Mary J. And she ain't no light bright, but Jordan, like back in them days, Jordan liked it white and light bright. And I read a story on him, like right when his wife decided to divorce him or whatever, she looked like out in their estate. And she saw some graphic images of Jordan with somebody else in a limo. Allegedly. But that's his son, man. Y'all can't. No, man. No. And Jimmy Butler, like, he has his moments where he just makes a boneheaded play. But we all know when he gonna be at his peak, he gonna be just like his daddy. I'm telling you, man. I don't care what y'all say. That's his father, man. Michael Jordan, 6'6". Jimmy Butler, 6'6". Michael Jordan, 205. Jimmy Butler, probably 205. Same ears, same face, same neck. Come on now. And it came out on us. And it's weird because Michael Jordan has some of his best games against the Bucks, and it seemed like Jimmy Butler is the same way. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. It's very disappointing that we, as a number 1 seed, got knocked out by a number 8 seed. That's ridiculous. This is The Truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.